Hey gamers, it's Kristin and I have another review and new for you. If you are new to my review and new, it's a lot of news, series. First of all, welcome. Second of all, this is something that I do for the BoxyCharms that I am sent. And I go over the products that I got last month, whether I liked them, whether I didn't like them, that sort of thing. I make sure, I give them a good test to come back, tell you about them, and then show you the products that are in the upcoming month's box. This is sent to me for review. All opinions, of course, are my own. I have all the information listed below for you. There are two links. One link that goes directly to BoxyCharm, and then one link if you use that I get a little spiff for you using that code. If you're comfortable or using that link, if you're comfortable with that, great. If you aren't, I understand that as well. And I think that that's everything. All right, so let's get into it. So last month, and I apologize, I neglected to use this today. I used, a couple of the products, but I didn't use this. This was the Naked Cosmetics Holographic Highlighter Palette. And wow, this is very pretty. I've used a few of these. It really is. And actually what I'll do is I'll put it on here. It really is holographic. So I'm going to go ahead and use this purpley one. And this is a Wayne Goss fan brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of it on there and over my highlight. And you can see, I mean, it's holographic. You can see the difference hopefully between there. And sorry, I had to have a little pause there. Bob was letting me know he was leaving. So you can see the difference between there and I'll put on the other one so that I match. So you can see them, but what I will say is this. I feel like they don't blend super well. It's not easy for them to become sort of part of the skin. So they're the top three. I just want to give you kind of and you'll see they're almost a little chalky. They're the bottom three. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this palette sells for $40. I don't know about that. If I had purchased this palette for $40, I would return it. Again, the beauty of the box is that you get to try things you normally wouldn't have tried. And I've only tried a few things over the years from Naked Cosmetics. And obviously you're getting already, if you like this already, you've twice overpaid for your palette or paid for your box. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, not my favorite, something that I will be passing along, I am certain. All right, the next product in here is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. And mine is in the shade Amethyst. I am wearing this on my eyes today. And actually, let me pause and I'll give you a little zoom in. Boy, it's been a while since I've done a zoom in, since I'm not doing 4 Looks 1 Palette anymore, or I haven't in a while. I just wanted you to be able to kind of see what that looks like. And I'll give you a swatch in my hand too. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. So here's what I think about these. And here's the shade. About this one. I shouldn't say these because I've obviously only tried the one shade. But I would say they are in between the Stila Shimmer and Glows and the Stila Glitter and Glows. These have a little bit more glitter. I would say they're fairly opaque, not quite as opaque as the Shimmer and Glitter and Glows from Stila, but closer than, like the Armani eye tints are really more of what they're called. They're a tint, where these are a little more opaque, just not quite as opaque as the Stilas. So I like that. I will say that the glitter does fall down, just same issue that I have with the Glitter and Glows from Stila. So I like this. I will use it. It's not my favorite, but I didn't like the Glitter and Glows. Those were not my favorite. Just so much glitter and I just felt like it went everywhere. This doesn't go quite as everywhere, but it does fall out. You do see it kind of down here throughout the day. So it's $28. I feel like it's it is Cover FX. So I will say this, it doesn't crease at all. It has great longevity. I've worn it for 12 plus hours. Hasn't budged at all. So I like that about it. So I don't know. I think I personally would go with the Stila Glitter and Glows. Okay, you guys, I misspoke here. What I meant to say is the Stila Shimmer and Glows. Those are the ones that are my favorite. Just my opinion. Okay, the Vintage Cosmetics. This is a smoky eye pencil. It's just in black. I have to say I was surprised by this. It lasted very well, and I apologize that, again, I have a pencil that I'm trying to use up, and I just used that this morning without thinking. But this really did stay in my upper waterline and not transfer down very well, so that was a plus for it. On the negative side, I felt like it wore off. So I didn't wear it in my lower waterline because I didn't have an opportunity where I could do that and it was okay if it ended up not looking bad, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't claim to be waterproof or anything like that. So this is one I would enjoy for my upper lash line, smudge it out because I know it's not going to transfer down at all. Currently the one I'm using up is the Julep pencil, and that one, it transfers everywhere. I just really am trying to use it up. But anyway, so this was fine. It sells for $21. That's way too much for this. Again, to get these things in a box for $22, I think is a great deal. I would never buy this for $21. Not even a little bit. Okay, I am stunned that I really like this. Most lip scrubs, I'm like, it's a lip scrub, whatever. But I really like this. I felt like, this is the Seraphine Botanicals Sugar and Lemon Moisturizing Lip Buffer. Sells for $24. I would probably pay $24 for this. I think you can do some sort of a DIY probably yourself with this. But the reason I like this is that it didn't just exfoliate my lips. There really were some moisturizing properties in there that I felt throughout the day. I did it a couple of times in the morning versus at night because I just use something else at night. But I really felt this was good. This is really, really good. So for me, this was the star of the box. I really, really like that a lot, and I would absolutely repurchase that, singly. And then lastly was the Crown Pro Trio Brush Set. So it's for $30, and you can see that they're dirty because I've been using them. I don't know. So this one, this biggest one with the taper, again, they have this kind of, indentation for your finger. So what they call this though, this particular one is for the powder brush. Well, I tried it as a powder brush. It's too dense. It moves your foundation around, so it doesn't really, you could pat powder in with it, but that's not generally what it's intended to be used for. I think it would work well for a blown out sort of contour. I tried to use them for what they were intended for the most part, and then I kind of branched out a little bit. This one is the one for concealing, and I ended up really liking this to use for my paint pot on my eyes. Not my favorite. I prefer to use my finger or that MAC brush or one of the Kabuki ones that I have from Beauty Junkies. And this one you could use this for any sort of paint pot, any sort of cream eye product. It's a synthetic brush. So there's that. This is the one they're saying you can sculpt out cheekbones. I just feel like it's really tiny and doesn't buff well. It's just too dense for that. So I used it a couple of times underneath my eyes for my concealer around my nose and face, and that worked well. It's just, the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush is so much better, and that sells for $3. So this particular box was not my favorite box. I feel like you definitely got your money's worth from it. I have a feeling that I am in the minority and that most people will really like this. I think this would be really pretty to layer like on your eye, like take your finger and tap it over your eye look and that sort of thing too, but it's just not really for me. So again, that was Galaxy Glow was the theme for the month. This month for March, that's what month we're in, it says Bay, like B-A-E, Bay, I can't honestly tell what that's supposed to say. I don't honestly know. C-A-T-I-O-N. That is not a word. Vacation. Oh. Like vacation. Vacation. All right then. Now that I've looked... seriously, you guys. I mean, again, most people would edit that out. Me? Nope. I'm going to leave that in. All right. So the first thing is it's a collaboration between BoxyCharm and Pure. And this is, it says on here that it has $36, so I'm assuming you can purchase this somewhere. I always try to find it and link it below for you guys. And this looks like a really nice palette, I gotta say. There's a brown, the only shade there isn't in it is a cream, so I would have to take that with me, like a brow bone shade, but really pretty. And it says the traditional palette can be used now or later to bring vibrancy back into your look. Our signature silky smooth ultra mattes are paired with pretty pinks and vibrant blues to lighten the mood. Plus you can layer the shimmer shades for a duochrome finish. So we'll see, but let's just see what we think. Oh man, those mattes feel nice. I just did two shimmers and then I went into that matte. Interesting. This one didn't have well, it is champagne, so there we go. Wow. So we'll see. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes out of the 12. The rest have some shimmer. And this boxy black has glitter in it, but I would guess for all intents and purposes it would end up being black. Let's just see this ATL shade. That just looks like that's gonna be pretty. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That'll be fun to play with. Okay, so that right there is $36, you guys. Boy, this is one you guys might want to hop on. I don't know, that looks really pretty. Okay. Let's just focus on, there's more to look at than that. Okay, the next thing is by Butter London. It's Double Decker Lashes Mascara. It sells for $20. I was just talking about how I was through most of my mascaras. Trying to find the correct end to open this up with. And boy, that's like, this is a faux cils. It just seems really large. Let's open this up. Oh, it looks like a natural bristle brush, which I like. So we'll see. I have hopes for that. It says get 200% thicker lashes in just one coat, 314% increase in lash curl. The interlocking nylon fiber brush grasps each individual lash to lengthen, curl, and multiply lashes from root to tip. So that is exciting. This next thing is by Self-Made Beauty, and it's under eye gels. So it looks like there are gel packs, and there are 3 in here. This sells for $10. Reduces puffiness, dark circles, and moisturizes the eye area. So maybe I'll take these on my trip this week. All right, next is a product from the Vintage Cosmetic Company, and it's a cute little brush set. It says the Smoky Eye Makeup Brush Set. It sells for $23.15. And then it says GPB USD at $1.40. I don't know what that means. Oh, maybe that's a exchange rate. But it says this brush set will enable you to create a stunning smoky eye. Use your shadow brush to sweep, blah, 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 blah. It's giving you how to do. We don't need to read all that. So nice little smudger brush. It's a step 3, go, go, girl. So that's interesting that it actually has what steps on there. This is step 2. I'm doing it backwards. It's an angled brush. I'm not sure, we'll see. I don't feel like that has a lot of give to it. This is one that I feel like I would use for my little stamp method. I would stamp, and then blend with something else. And this is very stiff, but pretty wide for a lay down brush. So it says 1 for the money, 2 for the shadow, 3 go, go, girl. That's what they say on them. Interesting. So we will see about those. I will stick those in here to be washed and then go ahead and give them a shot. And then you guys, this was at the top of the box when I opened it, and I went, you know that you're excited about something. Now I've seen a few other people show some blushes, and theirs were really bright, so I feel really lucky that I have a very wearable shade. This is by Pretty Vulgar, and it's called Make Them Blush. This sells for $26. And my shade is Hush Blush. Look at that. That is a Kristin shade of blush if I've ever seen one. And oh, it's really smooth. I'm gonna give you guys a big old, oh, that's pretty. Very smooth, nice matte finish. I think I've only tried maybe one other thing that came in a BoxyCharm from Pretty Vulgar, so I'm excited about that. I'll grab my little thing here. So I think that is everything. On the rest of my face, I am wearing, I have to think about it, oh, the Makeup Forever Sculpting Blush in the shade number 10. And I was wearing Vanilla Quartz by Becca Highlight before I put the other on there. And then the other shades around that Cover FX is from the Huda Mauve Obsession. And then on my lips is the Marc Jacobs Liquid Lip Crayon, or whatever it's called, and Night Mauves. I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. I will leave all the information below. If you have any questions, let me know. And in everything that you do and say, be beautiful. Bye.